The Marathi versus non-Marathi debate in Maharashtra doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. In the last few days, several videos have gone viral on social media showing people being beaten up for disrespecting or refusing to speak Marathi in the state. The Raj Thackeray-led Maharashtra Navnirman Sena has suddenly come alive again as the issue gains momentum. Amidst this heated backdrop, the Maharashtra School Education Department has now introduced a fresh twist in this controversy. Hindi has been made a mandatory third language in both Marathi and English medium schools from classes 1 to 5. Currently, only two languages, Marathi and English, are being taught as compulsory in classes 1 to 4. This change comes under the new curriculum framework aligned with the National Education Policy 2020. And Raj Thackeray, he is not happy about it. The MNS chief quickly reacted, warning schools not to implement this order, or else his party workers will stop the sale and distribution of Hindi textbooks. What exactly did Raj Thackeray say in his fiery post on X? Let's read it out. According to the State School Curriculum Framework 2024, Hindi has been made a compulsory subject in Maharashtra starting from class 1. Let me state this very clearly. Maharashtra Navnirman Sena will not tolerate this imposition. The central government's ongoing attempts at imposing Hindiization across the country, we will not allow them to succeed in this state. Hindi is not the national language. It is an official language like every other in this country. Then why should it be taught compulsorily from class 1 in Maharashtra? Your so-called three-language formula, keep it confined to government functioning. Do not bring it into the realm of education. Our country was reorganized based on linguistic states, and that structure has stood strong for decades. So why now all of a sudden is there a move to impose the language of another state on Maharashtra? This is nothing but a mockery of the principle of linguistic reorganization. Every language is beautiful, with a long history behind its formation and evolution. It carries with a tradition, and the language that belongs to a particular state must be respected within that state. Just like how other linguistic communities in Maharashtra must respect Marathi, similarly in other states, that state's language must be respected by all linguistic groups. In fact, we insist that even Marathi people living in other states should accept the local language there as their own. But if you are going to undermine this linguistic tradition of the country, then we will never accept it. We are Hindus, but we are not Hindi. If you attempt to quote Maharashtra in a layer of Hindiization, then conflict in the state is inevitable. Looking at the current scenario, it becomes clear that the government is deliberately provoking this conflict. Is this all being done to stir up a Marathi versus non-Marathi divide before the upcoming elections and reap political benefits from it? The non-Marathi linguistic communities in this state must also understand this government's game. They don't love your language. They are only trying to inflame you and cook their political bread on your fire. Today, the economic condition of the state is dire. The government has no funds left for schemes. Marathi youth, both men and women, are still waiting for jobs. Before the elections, they promised farm loan waivers, but later did not fulfill it. So the farmer who was hoping for a waiver is now disappointed. And it feels like the industrial world has also turned its back on Maharashtra. When there is nothing to show or say, that's when the British mantra of divide and rule is invoked. That's exactly the kind of moves the government seems to be making. And why is Hindi being forced only in Maharashtra? Will you try to impose Hindi in southern states? Try it and see how their state governments will erupt in protest. But because the state government here and its allied parties quietly accept everything, that's why such imposition is being tried here. We don't care about the others, but the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena will never tolerate this. Hindi being made compulsory from class 1 in Maharashtra will not be accepted here. Hindi textbooks in the school curriculum will not be allowed to be sold in stores, and schools will also not be allowed to distribute them to students. School administrations must take note of this. Each state must only uphold the dignity of its own official language. Will you make all states teach Marathi from class 1? No, right? Then why force this only here? I appeal to the government not to escalate this issue. But if you are going to challenge this appeal and forcefully impose Hindi, then conflict is unavoidable. And only the government will be responsible for it. Hence, respecting the public sentiment, the government must immediately issue orders to withdraw this decision. To all my mothers, sisters and brothers of Maharashtra, and to all my fellow colleagues working in Marathi newspapers and Marathi news channels, I sincerely request you, protest and oppose this move without engaging in any unnecessary debates. And yes, if the other political parties in Maharashtra have even a little bit of love for Marathi language, then they too should oppose this. Today it's language imposition. Tomorrow it will be fatwas of other kinds. Yours sincerely, Raj Thackeray.